DHG Industry Stream. My name is Derek G, and I will be your host with the most. As you can see, we're playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm playing my Alexios character. I've been putting in a lot of work, as you can see, leveling him up. I've been doing a lot of bounty stuff, so, you know, the timed bounties, and I've picked up other contracts that aren't timed. Those are my favorite because I can just do them however I want, how long I want. Ow! Thank you very much, Mr. Gibbs. You just stepped all over my hernia. That actually hurt a little bit. Anyway, I'm not going to be streaming for 2 hours. It's most likely going to be about an hour. And, I'll try to get on streaming tomorrow, with Jack, being there. I'm going to be trying, Conan, Exiles, I think. If I can get it to download, completely by the time I'm streaming tomorrow, or if I'm even really up to it. I've been focusing mostly on Fallout 76 and Odyssey lately. I'm letting Mid know that I'm streaming. Hold on. Back up. Thank you. Alright, now that I messaged Mid back, letting her know that I'm streaming, and stuff, because it's none of y'all business about her private stuff, I'm going to get back on the case. Let's see, we got those, we got these. Let's get on with it. Yes.
Let's ride.
Bless you, Mom. You're welcome.
Ha! Yeah! I should watch my step around here.
Alright. We're getting close. She's got a wolf companion, and she takes less damage from melee attacks. And she is above me or below me? Hey, Mid, how you doing? Well, I already know how you're doing. That was kind of a semi-rhetorical question. But, I'm glad to have you back watching the stream, as long as it helps, you know, keep your mind from twirling around too much. Because I know it can be difficult. Oh, pardon me, my nose. I've been fighting some kind of cold or really bad allergies, I'm not sure which. I was convinced it was the flu earlier, but it's been getting better throughout the day since I took the nap. But, oh, excuse me. We'll see how I'm feeling the next couple of days. Monday's going to be busy, 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 busy.
Help me! Please, someone! Why did it have to be snakes?
Why did it have to be snakes? That's hilarious. Okay, I think I'm going to have to go up and over. Here we go. Down.
Hurry! Kill the snakes before it's too late! Blessed be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
I'm always happy to help someone in need.
The world could do with more like you. Especially now.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you. Do you often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
Why would anyone do this?
Politicians are easy targets in these troubled times. When they tied me up, they said I was a snake. That I should die by my own kind.
Did you recognize the people who did this?
Pericles asked me to go down to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick, to give them hope. That's how I recognized their voices.
Oh, yes.
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me. These thugs disguised their faces, but their voices and the stench of fish were unmistakable.
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voice.
I'll track them down, Metiojos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll tear each other apart within the city before the Spartans can breach the walls.
Every time I do that mission, doesn't matter, Lexios, Cassandra, whatever, when he starts saying, why did it have to be snakes, I instantly think of Indiana Jones.
The part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about. There has to be a clue around here somewhere. Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiojos. Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident. It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiochos weren't the masterminds behind this plot. This must be the house of Metiochos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiochos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Ah, Boraktis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Why kill Metiochos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city, because of Pericles and his crooked friends. The snake dealer told us it's time to send a message. Time they suffered.
You can't take the law into your own hands. Now I need to decide what to do with you.
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us. There will be others who follow our lead.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's the real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Don't be someone's puppet. Tell me where the snake dealer is.
All right, all right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
That's why I never feel bad about, the fact that I'm not out there building homes and stuff like that. Or, donating millions of dollars or whatever to charity. Is I make change where I can. I'm helping my mom. I talk to people out and about and try to help them, if I can. Like when I,
Actually, be careful. High security here.
When I, was doing my cancer treatments, I actually helped, keep moods up in some of the women that were there, getting treatment as well. In fact, I'm still acquaintances with one of them on Facebook. So, do what you can.
You'll feel the sting of my venom. I'll end you, Mistios.
Oh, really?
You can't stop me.
Ow. Ow. I had him locked. I don't know. Phew. Oh, excuse me.
You're simply delaying this.
His death should keep friends of Pericles safe.
Okay. Oh. Being slept on by two little puppies.
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way. They won't be bothering you again.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them. Thank you for your help, Mystios. I'll be sure to mention this to Pericles.
Oh. Yeah. Blub, 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 blub. Alright. Now let's see. I gotta get that unlocked. There we go. Now I can do that achievement. There's an achievement that I'm, or trophy or whatever you want to call them, that I'm working on. You have to, do an overpower ability move, I believe it is, with every weapon type. Hold on, it's gonna go blue for a second while I double check the trophy description. Let's see. Sub-reasons, agrees. Yeah, perform an overpower attack with every weapon type. So I'm going to be, that's what I'm going to be working on, is I gotta do one for swords, daggers, heavy blunts, heavy bladed, staffs, spears, and I think that's it. And I'll have done that trophy. There are mercenaries all over this city. That's like the third or fourth one I have found. Takes more damage from ranged attacks, and they use fire attacks. Are they above or below me? Forgot to double check that before I left. They're above me. By one. Okay, let's go take care of this.
You're finished!
Alright. Now I can switch weapons again. Yay! Okay, so let's put sword in there. And we're gonna switch over to the heavy blade for now. And let's see. Let's go to mercenaries. Go here, and we're going to track this guy. And he is actually carrying a piece of the Bracers of Theseus set, the Greek hero set. Okay. No. There we go. Why are you going that way to get... Okay, whatever. Where is this guy anyway? That's the one that's below me. That's not the one I tagged, I don't think. I hate that. I hate when I tag something and then it doesn't come up properly. Yeah. Deborah the Hopeless is not the one I tagged. So, this... where is the drunk dude? He is that direction. So, on the map, I'm facing there. Okay, he's all the way over here. Okay. He's in Magarius. Magarius. I can't pronounce that. Guys, you gotta move. My ass hurts. I have to switch where I'm sitting. This is gonna hurt. Oh. Okay. You can come back up here. Come on. There you go. Good boy. Just lay back down. I won't have to move again for a little while. They're looking at me like, why? Especially Duck. Gibbs just laid right back down. Hi. Lay down. Lay down and snuggle. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Lay down and snuggle. Come on. Lay down. Lay down. Oh. Ducky. Ducky, 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 duck, 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 duck. What's wrong, baby? Waggle, waggle, waggle. You too. There you go. Good boy. It's so much fun to hunt down the different mercenaries because each tier, I'll show you guys. Each tier has a benefit to be a part of it. So you get economic benefits. So here at like tier 8, the prices are reduced by 50% for blacksmiths. In 7, you get more XP and drachme and crafting materials for doing more contracts and bounties. And it goes all the way up. So I don't know how well you can read the ones that are still dark, but 6 says that that blacksmiths reduce the price on their engraving services by half. Tier 5 says fearful sponsors remove their bounties for 20% less. That means it takes less money to buy off your bounty if you need to. Tier 4 says a professional carpenter now works on the Adrestia, reducing the cost of ship upgrades by 50%, which is actually really awesome because ship upgrades are insane. Tier 3, blacksmiths also reduce the price on their upgrading services by 50%, which is awesome because if you have a helmet like I do, like I had the helm of the Wolf of Sparta that I like to wear until I get one of the legendary outfits compiled. I like upgrading it when I can to fit my level. Tier 2, a talented Macios will have 10% better luck at finding great items in the world. That means when you loot chests and other things, you'll have a higher chance of finding uncommon, epic, and legendary items. Usually more uncommon and epic than legendary. Legendaries tend to be on big enemies like the other mercenaries and the cult people. Tier 1. Only the strong can reach this position and ride the Abraxias, the immortal horse. That's a horse made out of flame from the depths of Hades. there's another another set of mercenary tiers after this that I don't know. I haven't achieved anything with it yet in my other game, so I have no idea what is what with it. Very damage, board charging speed, 100 damage. Yeah. Do that, and then we're gonna go over here and make it look like what I was wearing. Alright. I love the fact that I can make them make my armor look any way I want. Because now I look like a Spartan Warrior, which I have mad respect for the Spartans. Their warriors were some hard-nosed motherfuckers. The training that they would go through from children to adults, it was insane. Especially the elite warriors. They got trained for all sorts of scenarios and how to live without food, how to live without water, you know, for long periods of time. You know, as long as you're not going to die anyway, because as we all know now, after 3 days without water, you're going to die. But yeah, it's an interesting... Spartan Warriors were very, very hardcore. It's why Sparta ultimately won the Peloponnesian War, and took Athens, and of course we all know how Greece, you know, especially Rome fell and everything, but I firmly believe it's because the Spartans fell first, and it wasn't to do with anything other than revolt from within. Stupid. They treated their warriors better than they treated anybody else in Sparta, and because of that, eventually the people they deemed weak and unworthy rose up and caused issues that ultimately led to the fall of Sparta.
Found yourself on the wrong side.
Alright, since I did the overpower with that weapon, I can change it out with something else. Let's do daggers. Okay, so... Yeah, for now. Just because the armor's better, the armor rating's better. Bracers, bandits, Athenian, fur gloves. Alright, so I need Spartan bracers, medium bracers, thinny bracers, heavy bracers, Spartan. Where's the Spartan van braces? Oh, there they are. up, tier 7. Mark this one. I can get up to tier 5 before I'll run into a wall so far. Of course, I'll be going up as I go up the things here. I like that guy's helmet. Anyway. Of course, I also like that helmet. Okay, so they are that direction. Is that direction on the main continent, or are they... Yeah, they're on the main continent, but they're in a place that's a higher level than they are. That sucks. I can't go into that place. Oy. Okay. I guess I'll go back to doing things for Pericles. There's a game that Jack and I are really looking forward to that's coming out in September of this year, and it's called Borderlands III. And I already put down like $6 on it. I've got to pay $20 towards it next month. So basically, I'm going to pay like $20 a month until September, until it's paid off, because I'm getting the one that's $100, because it comes with the game, the season pass, plus a bunch of extras, including the pre-order gold weapon skins. And so since it doesn't come out until September 13th, if I pay off $20 a month, it'll be fully paid off by the time I go get it. I also found out that I could probably get my job back and keep my medical coverage. I gotta talk to somebody on Monday. I'm gonna call up I tried joining a Facebook group to get help, and one of the leaders of the Facebook group, admins, whatever you want to call it, sent me an article that they had put up on the group, but I'm having a hard time understanding. it. Most of it I understand, but considering I don't have a whole lot of experience with taxes or anything like that, a lot of it reads like gibberish to me. And so I sent a post to the group telling them that I need one-on-one help, preferably in person, to help me fill out the paperwork and understand it, because I have, like I said in the post, I have, level 1 autism, and sometimes paperwork confuses the shit out of me. And it's because of the way that some things are phrased and everything, and I just have a really hard time with it. Hold on a second, I'm gonna talk to this guard. I also went off track this week with my diet, but it's good to do that every once in a while so that your body doesn't plateau too much.
Stop. I can't let you go any further.
So.
It isn't often you see a guard outside of an artist's workshop.
I just do what I'm told, stranger. And until I'm told otherwise, no one is going in or out.
Stand aside. This is important.
So is keeping people out. Maybe you can see Phidias after his trial, if the people spare his life.
It's been so long since Phidias and I have seen each other. You understand, don't you?
Oh, come to pay him a last visit before the trial. He's as good as dead, you know. Better make this one count.
Just don't tell anyone I was here.
Sure.
Yeah, he's gonna go get people and back. I'm tempted to knock him out. But it's more fun to kill him later. You know, I hate that. Come on. Stop being an asshole. Get up there. Thank you. Talk. Hitting the talk button and it wasn't going for like the longest time. Alright.
Sorry about that.
How did you get past the guard? No one gets past the guard.
Relax. Pericles sent me.
Praise Athena. I knew he'd send help. I was worried they sent someone after me.
They? Who?
The shadows in the night. Why you fear falling asleep. They're hunting me. Us. No one is safe in Athens anymore.
The cult of Cosmos. You know about them.
Of course I know about the cult. Here, look at this.
These are instructions.
On how to kill me. But they've been torn.
Then Pericles isn't just getting you out of Athens to save you from the trial. He's saving you from being murdered.
I don't know who to trust. I'm just an artist. I just wanted to create. Please, what am I to do?
First, you need to pull yourself together. You're on trial. The people are against you. And now I find that the cult want to kill you. I said pull yourself together.
Yes, of course.
You and Pericles seem close.
For Pericles and me, it started with our love of Athens. Our differences push us to greatness. That is true friendship.
Cleon said you're wasting the people's Zrakmi. If he had his way, he'd serve them your head.
Cleon mentioned me? That's going to hurt Pericles. First impiety, now theft. After all we've done for this city.
All right, we need to go. Do you have any idea where I can take you?
South of Athens, there's an island called Seriphos. My friend Theras lives there. When I discovered the plot against me, I sent word to him. If anyone can help us, he can.
Good. Any clues he has of the cultist identities, I want them.
Yes, anything. A guard.
I'll distract them while you sneak out. Meet me tonight to set sail for Seriphos. Don't show your face until you see me at the docks.
I understand.
You didn't really think I'd let you come and go as you please, did you? Now, where are you?
I'm a ninja. Tactically speaking, even in this time and period, ninjas actually did exist in Asia. You know, so Japan, China, those places. I think, because I know that some of Asian, ninjas and samurais and stuff like that were around. Hell, I know that some Asian countries or areas that are now countries were more civilized than the European areas for much longer. More civilized way before. I have to go research my world history again. Selling off the trade goods. Let's see, upgrade. There we go. Back. Okay, so yeah, swords, daggers, heavy blunts, heavy bladed, staffs, and spears. I was right. Okay, so I need a spear. It's like almost the same spear. Like, seriously. Okay, I'll just buy that one. And then I'm going to... Ooh, what's that? Anyway, I like the look of it, but I'm not gonna buy it. I'm buying the crafting materials instead of just saving them up by roaming around, because later it's gonna take a lot more effort to be able to get crafting materials. So if I start doing that now, then it won't take as long to upgrade the ship and everything. Let me look, because I know I have to have tablets to do the upgrades, so I'm gonna have to go tablet hunting soon. My other character has a fully upgraded, well, not fully, almost fully upgraded ship that I'm working on. Oh, if you are one of those people out there, whether it's mid or somebody who watches my videos later, and you have to drink more water. You have to give up like soda or coffee or whatever, and you have to eat, and your doctor told you to drink more water. I was beginning to worry. And you have a problem with drinking just plain water. So you did. There's this this thing, I don't know, I know it's here in California. I don't know if it's anywhere else. But there's this company called Arizona. They make different flavors of drinks. They started making water enhancers, kind of like Mio. And there's this one that I absolutely fell in love with called Mucho Mango.
Wasting time will only get us into trouble.
That is just wonderful. I absolutely love it. I've tried 3 different flavors of Mio. Well, 2. Lemonade and strawberry watermelon, and I just don't like the aftertaste that's in it. But this stuff doesn't have any aftertaste. There's no caffeine. There's no sugar. It's awesome. And I'm going to try a couple more of their flavors. They have this one called Half and Half that's half black tea, half lemonade. And then they have another one called Green Tea, and it doesn't look like there's any caffeine in them, but they have all the flavor of the normal drinks. And I'm going to try mixing the green tea with like the Mucho Mango, so I can have like mango green tea flavored water, stuff like that. Because I'm trying to stay away from caffeine right now until until I've got my body back on hormones on a regular basis. I did get my hormone shot yesterday when I went and saw the doctor, but it's still getting into my system, By the third day,
I
it'll be
never
fully
thought
in my
we'd
system.
leave Athens for good.
I've left places I thought.
But until then, until I can get my shot every week without issue.
Island ahead of us.
That, my friend, is
I
the
gotta
famous
keep
island of Saturn.
my caffeine intake down.
It's in this vein. The great Athenians
Hopefully,
I need archers! Go! Faster! Archers, we need you! Shoot! Now! Here! Ready to shoot! Arrows! Come on! We board the bastards!
coming right at us!
Faster!
More people up here!
Archers! Stand back! Now!
Get back in position!
Brace! Ready, arrow!
Well, we got out of that line. Something to be thankful for.
Go! Get forward!
Do you see that volcano?
It's pretty hard to miss.
Some say there is an entrance to the underworld at the bottom.
And what? You enter by diving in
That's
it?
the spirit! A brave Arcadian I once knew had the same idea.
And what happened to it?
The heat of the flames turned him to ashes before he made it halfway down.
I guess some mysteries are best left unexplored.
It's a nice ship.
We don't have to do that.
Do what?
Fill the silence.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do that at all. I simply don't find myself traveling the seas very often.
It can be freeing.
Yes, freeing seems to be an accurate word. Although I've begun to feel a bit sick.
Lean over the side if you need to. Otherwise, you're cleaning it up. Lower the oars!
Is your stomach turning as much as mine is?
You'll get used to it.
sharks. At least until I get the spirit Poseidon, they're not so bad. Come on, go up to the surface. Return to the surface, you jackass! Go up! Thank you. You're just like sitting there, like I was pressing the button and everything. Give me those that get motion sick, including myself. Oh god.
Sails down!
It's technically a trident, but I call it the spear. Right, spear.
Sails up! Speed up!
Out of sight, out of mind. Just smooth sailing ahead.
Over here, and I've got to store some stuff. Gibbs, will you just settle? Settle. You didn't have to get down, Duck. You can come back up here. Come on. Not going to? Okay.
It's good to see you alive and well, Phidias.
And you, Theras. As you can see, I didn't get here alone.
Ah, yes. The kind and thoughtful hero you mentioned in your letter.
I'm glad I could get him out alive.
And for that heroism, I found some information on a man named Brisson who's plotting Phidias' early demise. Hopefully you can make something of this clue.
I can.
Please give Pericles my thanks and my farewell. And be careful. I still believe many in Athens are in danger.
If you guys want something funny to watch, you guys should try Lucifer. It's on Netflix, and it's freaking hilarious. It's all
I
about
swear on my life,
the
any lives I
devil.
will take from others. I will not fail the cosmos again.
He leaves hell because he doesn't want to be the seen as the prince of the damned, the bringer of all evil, because he doesn't see himself that way. And so he tries to do that. He tries to change how he does things to be a better person, sort of. But he doesn't start out that way. He meets this lady detective, and so he decides to. Oh, look at that trident. He decides to follow her around, basically, and try to learn things about her, because he finds her fascinating, because she doesn't respond to his powers, and so they eventually become partners, because he worms his way into becoming the liaison for the LAPD. And so once he becomes the liaison, things get really interesting. Like, he finds out that being around her makes him vulnerable, like to harm, because she shoots him. She shoots him for a really good reason, though. He's kind of a dick, and she was also having a hard time believing that he was the devil, and so she shot him to kind of prove that he's not, and it turned into this whole thing. Anyway, so she believes that because she was able to shoot him and cause harm, that he is not the devil, that he's just crazy, sort of. And he really is the devil. And he's one of his angel brothers is also in LA, trying to convince him that he has to go back to hell and fulfill his duty and everything. And it's the whole thing is just a very interesting show, but it's full of comedy. Some of it very dark, but still really, really funny. And it's got 3 seasons right now, and Netflix is going to release a 4th season. I'm not sure why Netflix picked it up, other than the fact that the show's got actually a pretty loyal following, from what I understand. I mean, for crying out loud, there's still a very active Reddit community for the show. That I joined because I wanted to ask questions and stuff about the show. And I'm in the first season still. I think I'm on episode 12 or something like that. And it makes me laugh out loud quite literally. I find it really, really funny. And I recommend trying it to anybody. If you like cop shows and you like comedy and everything, you'll like it. You'll most likely like it. It's goofy enough to remind me of like Monk and Elementary, where the dynamic is there, where you got the straight-laced cop or shrink or whatever, depends on the show. And then you've got the goofy, flies by the seat of the pants, doesn't really follow the rules, person. In Monk, it was him and Sharona for the longest time in the show. And then in Elementary, it's Lucy Liu's the straight-laced one, and Johnny Lee Miller is the goofy Sherlock, who doesn't quite... He's like the bad boy with a heart of gold, So that's what Lucifer is. As slowly over the last season so far, he has... The character has evolved. He's started feeling emotions, like jealousy, anger. He has started caring about other people like he never had before. Stuff like that. And it's starting to alarm people that have known him for millennia, like his brother and Lucifer's little pet demon or whatever she is. She's like a bodyguard, but also a friend, but he also created her. It's one of those things. Her name's Maze, and she's growing and changing too, and so is his brother. Not necessarily in the best ways. Maze is growing in the better ways, but she's fighting it harder than Lucifer did. His brother is getting darker and doing some very shady things that you wouldn't think an angel of God would do. And he's doing it in the name of getting Lucifer back to hell, including saving a guy that was supposed to die and go to hell, in order to turn him into an assassin against Lucifer, because Lucifer thought he was vulnerable to all forms of attack, when he's only vulnerable when he's around the detective that he works with. Something about her makes him literally vulnerable to harm, and so He just found that out, actually. 7 minutes until my alarm goes off, reminding me to go to bed, and I've got a shower tonight. So as soon as I finish this quest, I'm gonna go to bed. No, go shower and then go to bed. Maybe I'll watch an episode of Lucifer after I shower while I'm in bed, getting warm and ready to sleep.
You must be the one Pericles sent.
I am. He said there is an ostracism vote, but didn't tell me what I'm here to do.
Of course he didn't. That's what I'm for.
If someone is exiled, can they return?
If they do, they'll be punished.
What does someone have to do to be ostracized?
Anyone seen as a threat to the city or the people is enough. And then it is up to the vote. Some have been ostracized for simply being more disliked than the person they're up against.
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the Ostraka in this bag and exchange them with the ones currently under guard.
You want me to rig the ostracism?
Pericles does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag you took from the room and I'll take care of the rest.
No one will see me go in or out. Stay here.
So I gotta go nearby here, and then I gotta wait until dark, because it's easier to sneak in and out of here at night and not be seen.
Goods from all over the Greek world. You wouldn't think the city was besieged by an army of Spartans.
I gotta go slightly out. Here we go.
Careful.
I can't kill anybody, and I can't be seen. Those are the rules. So glad I fully upgraded my sneaking skill. I can come back later and do the other thieving things. For now, I gotta first get up here. That's not the same thing. Gotta get there, go this way. Okay, go here. Go that way. Damn, I thought there were stairs. Fuck. There are, but not where I need them to be. Oh, crap. I'm probably gonna have to do this over again. No body, but we'll see what happens. I should have saved before I went in as well.
That should do it. I should let Pericles' contact know.
Truly fascinating. What's the point in having a boat if it can't even carry you? Waste of space, I say. Hey, stay right there.
Nope, not staying anywhere.
Τι στο κόρα κάνουν. Παραδοξόταν, εσύ.
We'll see what happens. If I have to redo the mission, I'll redo the mission. But with that special power I have, there's no body. So, who knows? Last time I did this, I didn't have the powers and stuff that I did this time. And I was seen, and I killed somebody and tried to hide their body, but that didn't work, and I ended up being yelled at. So who knows what'll happen. Oh, there goes my alarm.
It's done.
You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like the official has arrived.
I apologize for the delay. There was evidence someone attempted to tamper with the votes. Don't worry. The Ostraka are all accounted for. The votes were counted,
Ah, man, I'm gonna have to redo it.
and Anaxagoras is to be ostracized.
Be slow to fall into friendship, but once you do, continue firm and constant. It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here
That's
today.
Socrates. Or Socrates.
You said you were close.
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came to fruition through our conversations.
Would Pericles normally defend someone?
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the result. This day has brought more questions than answers.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said, then, who do you claim to be?
My name is Alexios.
And still, I don't feel I know you. Perhaps I can find out who you are a different way.
You want to know me?
Knowledge is the one good in this world. Surely you agree?
Of course. Knowledge drives everything I do.
Then we are the same in that way.
Knowledge of when to attack, what weapon to use, or when to use reason instead of violence.
We seem to put our love of knowledge into practice quite differently.
I use it how I need to.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for drachmi, or maybe to further a personal goal.
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever known?
I did what I was asked to do.
And your needs are greater than those of the man you helped ostracize. Still, you raise a fine point. Who is more responsible? Anaxagoras for getting himself mixed up in this, or you for simply sealing his fate?
I'm not responsible for his actions. I have one thing to think about, my own.
Then I hope you also think about today, about Anaxagoras, about choice.
Socrates, there you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Tell them I'm on my way. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know. That's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
I have to also get the bounty off my head. There we go. Alright. Let me look and see what I've got here. Nope. If it ain't purple, I am not wearing it. Alrighty. Since I am done with that quest, I will talk at you guys later. Have a good night.